Hello and welcome to a new Google Sheets video in Practical Sheets. Today we're going to learn how to do a VLOOKUP with different sheets, or in other words, how to look for a specific code or value in another workbook. It may be yours, it may be shared with you, so it will be easy to do cross-searching between databases. So here's the example. Here I have a code and I can put number 3 and it will look for John here in this other Google Sheet, and if I put here number 6, it will look for Karen, and on. So I hope you like it. Before starting, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel and or subscribing to my Patreon page, where you'll find each week new Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Apps Script videos with their corresponding codes and templates. So now let's begin. We're going to start from scratch. I'm going to create a new Google Sheet. I'm going to call this search, and here I'm going to have a code, and here I'm going to have a name. And then I'm going to create another Google Sheet, again with sheets.new. This I'm going to call it source or origin, whichever you prefer. And here I'm going to have a list of codes and names. So I'm going to paste here some names. What I want is that when I start putting some codes here, then automatically I'm going to bring the name, and the database for the codes and the names will be in another spreadsheet. That's it. So you may know that the way to connect sheets is with the import range formula. So we're going to do here first the import range formula. I think it's a good practice to first do the import range apart, and then we'll join it with the VLOOKUP formula. So I'm going to do an import range of this search sheet. There's two ways of doing this. I can copy all this URL, or I can copy just the code that is after d/ and before /edit. I'm going to copy, then I'm going to paste it here under quotation marks. Then I'm going to do a comma, and finally I need the sheet name and the range. So this is called sheet 1. I'm going to put this exclamation mark, and then I can say A1 up to B, and I can leave this second number open. I'm going to put a little bit more zoom so you can see it, and that's it. I'm going to close the second quotation mark, and I'm going to click to hit enter or close the parentheses. Either way will work, because Sheets helps us closing the open parentheses in most cases. Then you can see an error here. The error is because every time I use for the first time import range, I'm going to need to allow access. So if everything is all right, I will need to click on this blue button. And now I have my import range. Just a couple of observations regarding import range. The first one is that if I only have one tab, or if this sheet 1 tab is my first tab, then I don't need to have this name. I can just delete all this sheet 1 and the exclamation mark, and it will still work. This open number means that it will always go up to the last available row. In this case, I think it's 999, 1000 actually. Okay, so the second observation regarding import range is that if I drag it to the right, it will continue to work with the same range, because this is a text string. It is not recommended to have a lot of import ranges in your sheets, but if you do, just keep in mind that. Okay, so now we already have an import range. So I could do a normal VLOOKUP. If you are used to VLOOKUP, you just type it up, and VLOOKUP, actually I wrote it where I didn't need it. It was here in name. So let's say having code number 4. So here I'm going to do a VLOOKUP, and the first argument is this number 4. This is what I'm going to look for. The second argument is the table where I'm going to look for. So it will be in these two columns, D and E. The third argument is in which column is the value I need. Given that I need the name, this is a relative values. So number 1 will be the first column of my search table. So given that is DE, the first column will be D and the second column will be E. So I need the second column, that is E. And finally, I will put this 0. Actually, given that I come from Colombia, I always use this semicolon. I know that Sheets automatically fix it, but just so we keep everything right. And finally, I leave this 0. That means exact match. And maybe in a later video, I'll explain to you what does this mean. Again, I don't need to close the VLOOKUP. I just can hit enter. And here I'm bringing Joseph that corresponds to number 4. So it works well. If I change this to number 7, it'll bring Kenneth. And if I change this to number 1, it'll bring Jennifer. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to change is this import range. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to replace it here for this DE. This way, I don't need to have this import range here. I just leave it inside my VLOOKUP formula. Okay, so that's it, a couple of fixes. The first one is that if I drag this down and drag this down, 2, 3, 4, 5, this works, but if I put here a 0, it won't work because here in my source there is no 0 code. So I can wrap this in an IFERROR function. The IFERROR function evaluates this expression, and if it returns an error, then it will return the second argument I give it. So I can give it just double quotation marks, it means blank, or I can put a text not found or something like that. Let's close it. Let's drag it down again, and it'll work perfectly. So this is it. It's not much, it's not too difficult. Maybe there are a couple of other things we will need. I could drag it down with array formula. We could use some other modifications, but for now, I think this is a good start for learning how to look for values in other sheets different than the one I'm working currently. So this is very helpful. For example, if you have one central database where you have your products, and then you have a different database for each country, for each region, for each city, for each executive, so that they all can look from the same central database or worksheet where everything is stored and centralized. So I hope you like it. And as always, if you like it, you can subscribe to my channel, or even further, subscribe to my Patreon page, where you can find all the templates and all the codes for all the videos in the channel. Thank you so much, and see you next time.